And I need to watch where I'm stepping right this second because I'm surrounded by snakes. Is there snakes in our house? If there's not, then there should be. Well, I was contacted by a lady who they own this house right here behind me, and it's in pretty bad shape, but they're planning on renovating the house. The problem is they've seen some snakes around this area, and I don't know they've seen any snakes in the house, but they're afraid that there may be snakes in the house. So she wants me to come down, look around the outside of the house as well as the inside of the house, and see if I do find any snakes and remove them. But I'll tell you what, just from coming in here, this whole area is a snake area. I'm in a town, and man, there's gnats everywhere. And if you know anything about Georgia, I am below what they call the gnat line. So once you get below the gnat line in Georgia, you're in gnat country. Lots of gnats, mosquitoes, yellow flies, a lot of things that bite you down here. So as I was driving in, a long dirt road to get in here, and I was just like, man, this is a perfect area, perfect habitat for snakes. And I see why they're concerned about snakes. I bet they see a lot of them here. We're gonna look around. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything, but you know, the thing is, this house, man, even if there's snakes in here and we catch them, doesn't mean that more are gonna move in. So let's go see what we can see. You know, the road to get in here, the driveway to get in here, wasn't really a driveway. Just kind of had to drive through the woods a little bit and get back in here. Well, lots of places snakes could be. Fortunately, the door was shut. That's a good thing. Man, get our light going here so I can see what I'm doing. So, lots of newspapers. They've definitely got some mice. Got some mice that have taken up in this place. Bunch of old books. The history of the United States. All right, right here. This is what we need. Critter control and pest prevention. How about leaving the door shut and not having holes in the floor? That would, step number one right there. And see right down there are pecan shells, whatever you call them. People argue over what they call those. Is it pecans, or pecans? Now, man, why would they ever be worried about snakes in here? Whoa. There are so many places a snake could be. But, you know, the thing, oh, and the floor is kind of falling in. The problem is not simply finding a, well, it is a problem finding a snake because there's so many hiding places. But one thing that people make a mistake of is thinking that just because I come in here and let's say I do succeed in finding a snake, once I remove that snake, other snakes can just take its place. Lots of rodent droppings. Rats, rats, rats in this house. Rats, rats, rats. Lots of spiders too. See, the rats have chewed all this stuff up. See, there's a hole going down under the house. That's the crawl space. It's opened up more over there. Oh, don't fall. It's a pretty big house. Okay, I test this floor with my big old foot. Hopefully it won't fall through. Look at this right here. See all the pecans, all the shells? That's from rats bringing in pecans, storing them, and eating them. Even if there's a snake in this house right now, the thing about it is that snake is not living in this house. This is not his home. They'll come in here, they'll find some food, which I'm sure they can find here, and then they kind of leave and go their own way somewhere else. So this floor is completely sunken in and gone. Some of the stuff I don't really want to walk on because I don't want to fall. They're worried about having snakes in this house. I think this house, I think it probably could benefit from some snakes because there's, haven't seen any snake skins, haven't seen any snakes, but I see a lot of signs of snake food. So I don't like my recommendation. My recommendation is to bring in some snakes and turn them loose. And I knew they would solve this problem. Well, there's no front door, and whoa, okay, well, that floor right there is hanging on by termites. Not gonna step there. The stairs going upstairs are gone, and the stairs going downstairs, there's big holes in them. You can see the ground underneath. And I'm not going upstairs or downstairs because it's creepy, but I'm gonna blame it on the stairs. Let's go. I'm gonna tell you what. Is there snakes in our house? If there's not, then there should be. Because there's definitely birds flying in and out, and definitely rodents, because I saw tons of things that they've been eating in there. And I don't like being in that house. Why not? I'm not going to say why not, because if whatever is in there, I think is in there, might hear me and prove me right. So it is, that's a creepy house. But here's the thing, even if there's snakes in there now, they're wanting to renovate this thing. And let's say I caught snakes. There's so many, there's no front door. There's holes in the ceiling, holes in the floor throughout the house. So if there's not a snake in it today, 10 of them could crawl in tomorrow, you know, after I'm gone, after I leave. So there's not really a point in looking for snakes. The other thing is too, if there's snakes in there, most likely it's going to be non-venomous snakes. Now, if you're a person who's terrified of snakes, you probably don't care what kind of snake it is, but you'll care if it bites you because you'll definitely want it to be a non-venomous snake. And in a house like this, that's what I would expect to find would be mainly rat snakes, non-venomous snakes. It doesn't mean a rattlesnake or a copperhead or a cottonmouth couldn't get in the house. They certainly could. But because the entranceway is on a crawl space and it's elevated up off the ground, I normally don't see very many venomous snakes in houses with a crawl space. The times we've gotten venomous snakes out of houses here in Georgia, it's usually on a slab and the door's open or there's a big crack under the door and the snakes just come in the door or come under the door. Snakes can climb up steps, but venomous snakes don't often do that. Doesn't mean they can't, they just don't often do it. So any snake I find in this house, I would be very surprised if it was a venomous snake. Now, out here on this property, man, it's perfect for snakes of all kinds. You know, I can just imagine years ago, this house and this property, this was a show place. I mean, this was a nice, nice house, and it's a big house. I understand the family wanting to come in here and renovate this thing, but it would have to be completely just gutted, but done right. I think it'd be pretty cool. But I wish I could have seen this house in its heyday. You see up on the roof line, there's a nest up there. Critters can get in. There's a big old cactus growing on the roof. Good Lord. Never seen a cactus growing on the roof. I've never seen anything growing that big on a roof. That's a big old cactus. Wow. That cactus is 4 foot tall. This door to downstairs is stuck. But even in there, the floor is in such bad shape, I don't know that I could walk on it. And even if I could walk on it, the door's still open. So moving 10 snakes, 20 could show up tonight. Man, big hole in the ground here. Right down there, goes somewhere. Windows are open right there. Anything could crawl in here. Anything. Oh me, look. Look at all this. Big hole there in the bottom. Anything can go right in the house. There's no way to keep snakes out of this house the way it is right now. There's no way. And here's the front. There's no front door. I mean, now that it's open, there's not even a front door. Oh, copperhead, two copperheads right there. Look right there. Oh my gosh. Let me get the GoPro out. Get my other GoPro out. Okay. Right there. Is it two? It sure does look like two. Right there in the corner. Two copperheads. Man, okay. We've done found their spot. This is their spot. So we're going to get over there and see if we can get those copperheads. Oh my gosh, God bless America. Look at there, look at there. What in the world? Two copperheads, one timber rattlesnake. What is that? There you go. Look how close these guys are together. Timber rattlesnake. I'm sorry. Two copperheads. Oh man, no. There's more to these copperheads. Hang on. Let me move. Let me get you. And I need to watch where I'm stepping. For sure. Right this second, because I'm surrounded by snakes. All right, let's check this. Okay, nothing. All right, rattlesnake, you stay right there. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Now look, okay, then this is pretty cool because right now, we just found a timber rattlesnake and two copperheads, but we didn't just find two copperheads. We found two copperheads in love, and we just interrupted them. Right now, oh my goodness, look right here, look right here. These copperheads, they don't step on anything. I'm sorry, snakes. These copperheads are joined up, and they are actively breeding right now. Look at there. See this where they're coupled up? So we got a male and female, and if I pick up this male, I don't know if that's a male or female, he's stuck. These snakes are stuck together. How am I going to catch all these snakes and get them off this property? All right, so look, we're picking up one copperhead, but we really got two because they're stuck together. No, snake. No. Oh, God. Go that way, board. Rattlesnake, stay there. Copperheads, stay here. All right. My goodness. My goodness. Two copperheads, they're joined together. They can't separate. Let's go while the getting's good. Two copperheads and a timber rattlesnake all on one hook. No rattlesnake. Everything's going good. Oh. Come here. All right. We got them again. Let's move because I don't have a box except for one in my van over here. Oh, come on. Copperheads, please stay together just long enough to get you close to my van. Just for a second. Oh! All right. Gonna leave you there. Actually, you stand out pretty good and you rattle, so I can find you easier. Copperheads, come with me to the van, please. All right. It's okay. I'm trying to be gentle with you. I know it's probably not comfortable how I've got you at the moment. All right, lay you right here. All right, fellas, stay there. Guy and girl. Now, let me get a box. Now, I only have one box. Oh no. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, okay, they're separate. They have separated. Oh, hang on, fella. Hang on. Hang on, fella. No, no. We don't want you to stay on the property. The homeowners would probably try to kill you, and they would not be happy with me if I don't remove you. Now, okay. Whoa. Copperhead, rattlesnake just quit rattling. He's over there somewhere. Okay, let's get you boxed up. All right. Oh gosh. All right, copperheads are boxed up. Now let's go find the rattlesnake. Man, there he is. And there goes the rattle. Little venom on my GoPro. All right, okay, rattlesnake, come and go with me. Man, aren't you pretty? Whoo! Aren't you a pretty rattlesnake? Oh, you're gorgeous. Gorgeous rattlesnake. Yes, you are. Whoa. Hang on, fella. Hang on, fella. Listen, you'd rather me find you than the folks that live here, I promise you. We're going to open this box up, and we're going to put that rattlesnake right in here with these two copperheads. Well, at least that's the plan. That's what I would like to have happen. We're going to see if that's possible. Get down there, snake. All righty. Yeah, you turned and looked at that big old rattlesnake there, didn't you? Now, you're probably wondering, are these snakes going to hurt each other? The answer is no. Timber rattlesnakes don't eat copperheads. Copperheads don't eat timber rattlesnakes. They don't really see each other as a threat. And these snakes will actually spend the winter together, and wherever their hibernaculum, their den site. So there's several different species of snakes that tolerate each other. Timber rattlesnakes and copperheads just happen to be one of them. So we're gonna slide this lid right down on you like that. All right, there we go. I did not expect to find any snakes, but I sure didn't expect to find a pair of copperheads actively breeding 6 feet away from a timber rattlesnake. That's awesome, man. That is so cool. So I'm glad I came here today. And I honestly, I did expect that if I found a snake, it would most likely be outside than inside. So, you know, if I found a snake inside, it'd probably be a rat snake, to be honest with you. Doesn't mean these wouldn't go into a house. They can, but it's unlikely. I would expect to see rat snakes inside the house. But man, out here, I was expecting to find maybe a snake's skin, possibly. I did not expect this. This is how a snake call should go. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now let's go tell the homeowner. Man, I'm very excited right now. The rattlesnake is still back here rattling like crazy. It is upset with me, for sure. So I'm gonna call the homeowner and let her know the news.
Hello?
Hey, Miss Carolyn.
Hi.
Well, I have been, oh, no good service out here. This town has a population of 583 people. Not a big town. Okay, there we go, she's calling back. I thought she was. Hey, can you hear me? Don't have the best service out here.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, hey, Miss Carolyn. So I've been through the house as much as I could go through there, and I wouldn't expect to find snakes in there other than non-venomous rat snakes.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in there as far as rodent droppings. I found a lot of pecan shells where rodents have been taking them in there, eating them. And so even if there were snakes in there, even if I found one and removed it, you know, with all the holes in the floors and the door, so, you know, you can't really prevent them from coming in. But that's not really where I would expect to see snakes. So when I got down there, I started checking all around the property, these wood piles out here. And then I walked around the front of the house.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, you know where the open door, there's no door on the front of the house.
Right.
So I walked up there, and there's a couple big pieces of plywood laying down.
Oh, my God.
And I was just about to raise it up, and then I looked, and over near the front steps on the ground, guess what I saw?
A big rattlesnake.
No, I saw a male and a female copperhead actively breeding.
What?
They were breeding. They were hooked up, locked together, breeding. 2 copperheads.
Copperhead.
2 copper. I got them. We caught them. And but here's the other thing. So I was like, okay, so this is a perfect place for snakes. So I was going to step over onto the piece of plywood to go catch the copperheads. But before I did, I lifted up the piece of plywood. About a 3-foot timber rattlesnake.
Right. I think the man that was clearing that,
Yeah.
he killed one of the biggest one he ever seen out there.
Was it a timber rattlesnake?
I don't know what.
Okay, yeah. So within 6 feet of each other, I caught 3 snakes.
Wow.
And the rattlesnake is in the back of the Venom van now, and it's he's rattling like crazy. Well, he just stopped when I said that. Well, there he goes again. He's rattling again.
With the copperhead?
I've actually got a person who does reptile education. He teaches, kind of like we do, and he's actually looking for 2 copperheads.
Wow.
So he's going to be excited that I have a breeding pair to give to him. So these copperheads will not be killed. They will actually be used for education and teach people about them. So anyway, we got 3 snakes out of here. Now, so what I would recommend doing whenever you can is at least securing the front door.
Right, that's all.
And
Step after you came, we just waiting on you to come.
And now the other thing is the back door where the basement is, that you go down those steps.
Right.
That door is jammed. I can't get it to shut. I can't get it to open, but it's already open about 6 inches.
Okay.
So that needs to be
Yeah.
closed up, and that'll help. I mean, there's holes and things in there, but that'll at least help venomous snakes from going in, because all snakes can climb, but I would more expect non-venomous snakes to be in the house. That would make more sense.
Okay.
So, but y'all cleaned up around here, I can tell. And so if you're wanting to get rid of snakes, you're headed in the right direction. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Just keep cleaning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When you back in this area again, you come out there and get you some smoke. I know it's more of us.
Yeah, I'm sure there probably is. I'm sure. You know, when I was driving down the dirt road to come here, I was like, man, I need to just ride up and down this road a few times. I'll see some snakes crossing this road.
Right.
So.
All right, we appreciate you so much.
No problem. If I can help you again, give me a call anytime.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, awesome. Now I got to pull out of here. I think I can go out that way. That's not the way I came in, but I think I can go that way. Woo! Woo! Aren't you pretty? I just want to do a quick update. It's been about a week since we found this rattlesnake and the 2 copperheads, and I just want to show you how pretty this snake is. This is just an absolutely gorgeous specimen of a timber rattlesnake, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's letting me know that it should not be messed around with. Now, you know, one question I get a lot from people, which I think is kind of a silly question, but is, man, you handle venomous snakes? You're not afraid of that snake? Yes, I'm afraid of the snake. That's why I'm using a hook, all right? But I'm not putting myself close enough to actually get bit by it. And another question I get all the time is, well, how many times have you been bitten by venomous snakes? Never. I've done this since I was about 7 years old. So far, I've never been bitten. I hope to keep it that way. But this is a beautiful timber rattlesnake. And now, if this had been a much larger timber, I would have definitely relocated this snake. But we're going to keep this one. When it comes to timber rattlesnakes especially, these snakes don't do very well in captivity if you take them from the wild, if it's a full-grown large adult. In my opinion, at least I don't do very well with them. It's hard to get them to eat. But a snake of this size and smaller usually does pretty well in captivity. They eat well. And so this will be one of the snakes we'll keep and use for education. I just want to show you the snake because this is an absolutely beautiful, stunning timber rattlesnake. Let me put this one up. I want to have all 3 of them handling like I did the other day. I'm going to put this one up, and then we're going to get out the 2 copperheads. Here's one. And these are not the most cooperative copperheads. I think they may still be upset with me a little bit from the other day. Come on, snake. There we go. Here we go. So both copperheads are doing really, really well. Now this snake right here, this copperhead, I don't know which one's the male or female. This one's a little smaller. In copperheads, males get a little larger, so this could be the female. But something kind of cool is this snake, you can't see it good on the camera. I don't want to handle a snake too much, but it still has a little bit of the green tint to its tail. And you know, juvenile copperheads and cottonmouths are born, and they have that bright neon greenish, yellowish color tail they use as a caudal lure. But as they age, that tail color usually fades into dark brown or black. Now, so these copperheads, this is a breeding pair of copperheads, but these copperheads don't breed or mate for life. The male will find the female, he'll breed with her, and then he leaves and goes about his business, and they may never see each other again. So these are not a couple that's going to stay together like some birds and things do. So I don't know how this works exactly, but something really cool about copperheads. So copperheads, like a lot of snakes, breed in the fall, and when the male deposits his sperm, the female stores that through the winter. Okay, and when springtime comes, she then uses the sperm and fertilizes herself, and the embryos start to develop. But if conditions are not right, and I don't know how this works exactly, I don't know that it's a decision that the copperhead, can consciously make, but somehow she can, instead of using the sperm in the spring, she can wait, she can store it, and she can wait till conditions are right. And here's the cool part, she can wait and store the sperm in her body for up to 7 years, and then use the sperm, and all of a sudden we got a pregnant copperhead. Now, if that is not just absolutely amazing, that's just incredible. But these copperheads are doing really, really well, and they'll be going to their new home soon. And aren't they cute together? This is a cute couple of copperheads. So we're gonna get them put back in their box and let them do their thing. And yeah, I know you're looking at me. I'm sorry for interrupting you guys the other day. And I was kind of worried about hooking these guys when they're joined together like that. But snakes are tougher than people think they are. And so just gently picking them up like that and walking with them is really not going to cause them any damage. And these guys look like they're doing really, really well. So I think these copperheads are going to be just fine, and will be used to teach people how important snakes are. You know, something else about copperheads, there's a scientist who discovered that this copperhead here has something in its venom called contortristatin. And in lab tests, contortristatin has been shown to reduce breast cancer tumors by up to 70%. They can then take contortristatin from the snake and use it to make something called vicrostatin. And in lab tests, vicrostatin has been shown to reduce ovarian cancer tumors in women and prostate cancer tumors in men by 90%. So is this a good snake? I think it is. Don't need venom on my camera.